So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Richardson off the play fake.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And room there to work it inside the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver.
Damn, good stuff.
Marker going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Milton now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Panthers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Milton.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now Milton.
And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
To throw is Milton. Oh, and that is incomplete.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina.
Isaiah Likely.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Now Richardson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Running from the gun with Henry.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Milton.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Deep to return, Malik Washington.
Returnable here from the 38. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Going for it on fourth, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here's Milton.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet. Leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Milton.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Gets this one to Hill. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Dean Lowry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So here's a 3rd and 14. Richardson looking to throw.
Got the connection. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That one out wide and intercepted. And
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Fudge.
Shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Dancing to his left. That's caught at the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Milton.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Milton steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. It has a chance to tighten up considerably.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Milton. This is Jennings. Gets by him at the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Looking to throw. Milton flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Milton.
That is caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Milton sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Etienne. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun. Milton. This is caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now it's Richardson. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding the pressure right. Pushes past him, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Richardson working from the gun.
Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Let's go now.
Throwing is Milton.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down. Momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.
Buffalo 18. Warrior 70. Mustang 19.
Now Milton.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer.
Here's Milton now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
The rookie from Tennessee orchestrating things well. It's a 1st down here. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. ETN up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
2nd down and 3. ETN once more.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14.
En plus, j'ai mis mon QB spy, bro.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's complete to Mooney.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now Richardson.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Richardson back to throw it.
Fighting to stay upright. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Henry. Able to power through. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Looking to throw. Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
7 play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And when you break it down, this was just a